A chance for some scattered showers and storms, mostly late this afternoon into the evening hours. And speaking of storms, we've been getting those reports here in the newsroom overnight. 16 WAPT's Andrew Kinsey is live in Madison County. Andrew?
Yeah, Brittany, it's a good thing school's out for the summer here at Highland Elementary School in Ridgeland, because this morning there's no power going into that building. This is one of several hundred locations and connections that Entergy crews are working to restore this morning. Now, these outages are being blamed on that nasty weather that swept across our area late last night. Heavy rain and lightning swept across the area. There are outages reported from Edwards to Raymond, Jackson, even north to Canton. Now, Entergy officials say they are aware of the outages and they have crews out working to restore the power this morning. We've also been out surveying the damage. We haven't seen any significant damage due to those heavy wind gusts that came across the area this morning. Again, we're continuing to be out and bring the latest as it becomes available. For now, we're live in Ridgeland. Andrew Kinsey, 16 WAPT News.
Well, there is a boil water alert for several parts of Jackson this morning. Officials say it affects Highway 80 west on the northern boundary, West Haven Boulevard on the eastern boundary, Sywell Road on the west, and South McCraven Road on the southern boundary. That's about 750 connections. Sampling will begin today. The notice will be lifted after 2 consecutive days of clear samples. Well, 2 people are injured after a wreck in Atala County on Sunday. Crews had to use the jaws of life to get those people out of an SUV that flipped over. This happened on Atala Road just off Highway 14 West. There's no word on their conditions or the cause of the accident. New this morning, the Ole Miss Rebels pulled off a big win to stay alive at the College World Series, Marcus.
Yeah, Keegan, you're absolutely right. The Ole Miss Rebels got 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, and that was enough for them to pull off the 5-2 win over Louisiana Lafayette last night in Game 2 of their Super Regional down there in Cajun Country. Now, with the Ole Miss Rebels coming away with that win, now they play a Game 3, and the winner of that Game 3 that will be played tonight will advance to the College World Series. If the Ole Miss Rebels win, it'll be their first trip to Omaha since 1972. That's 4 decades, and we're going to have the highlights for you coming up tonight, and it's going to be a big game, so good luck to the Ole Miss Rebels. All right, now to a 16 WAPT exclusive. Senator Thad Cochran, he is sharing his thoughts on his bid for re-election, and he's talking to Bert Case. It's an exclusive interview. Bert Case went to Oxford, Mississippi, and he sat down with the senator in his home in Oxford to discuss last Tuesday's election and his plans for the runoff.
You're very confident of that, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to win. It's just a matter of turning out the voters and having their support on Election Day, and I'm optimistic.
Why did it turn out the way it did? What was the reason that you came in getting fewer votes than your opponent?
I don't know. They outworked us on turning out the vote on Election Day, but we're going to repay that favor by coming in first in the runoff.
And the exclusive full story will run tonight at 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Now, Keegan, as far as Cochran's opponent is concerned, he's feeling pretty good about his chances.
Marcus, State Senator Chris McDaniel was in Olive Branch over the weekend for a meet and greet. He is expected to be in the Metro sometime this week. Now, after the primary on Tuesday night, McDaniel told supporters he would not back down.
Let it be known that Mississippians stood tall tonight. Amen. We are not the type of people that surrender or retreat. And rest assured, Washington, D.C., we never will.
Meanwhile, the Travis Childers campaign is also hitting the streets. Childers won the Democratic primary with over 70% of the vote. We spoke to the chair of the Political Science Department at Mississippi College, and he says the Republican runoff actually helps Childers.
They definitely see an opportunity here, a historic opportunity. There hasn't been a Democrat representing